So in this video, it's more about predictability. We're too predictable in today's life. People can point out your next 4 actions without you even knowing it. That's how predictable we are. And that's why I'm going to tell you why you need to be less predictable. Because then, and then only, you gain significance in power. So, today I have 4 points to explain to you why you need to follow this. And the first reason is it prevents others from manipulating you. As I said, if you're too predictable, people can say and tell your next 4 steps already. So they will just plan out when is the best time to strike. So therefore, being unpredictable, staying in a dark, shady spot prevents them from knowing what you're going to do. So they figure out this whole plan, and at the end, it doesn't matter because you're going another direction than you have sent them. So therefore, it makes people stay cautious. They need to shift at the last minute, which is in big things very hard to do. And it comes a bit with my example eventually, but also has to do, it breeds anxiety. If people do not know what you're up to, people are looking at what is going to happen. Is it going to impact myself, someone I love, or something that can hurt me eventually? They are on their tippy toes and they don't know what to do because they don't know what your move is going to be. It's the same with killing people. We want to prevent this, but in the end, you don't know when it's going to happen. And you only know it when it has happened. You cannot beat it for. You cannot beat it. You're always walking behind the facts. But then people start to overthink everything, which is a big part today. Overthinking is one of the biggest things we have developed. Same with depression and feeling lonely. But then, if people start to overthinking, they start to overcomplicate it, which will lead to them making mistakes, and you can capitalize on it. But it's the same to do with my example. I said it in the video Friday, but if you're the one colleague who always says, yes, I'm going to do it, you're sick, fine, I'll replace your hours. You need help with something, fine, I'll do it. You're being the slut of the company. So then what you need to do is hold back, set a strong, very strong boundary, and do not let that feeling of guilt overcome to you. And then people start to hesitate if they even want to approach you anymore because you're that firm in your boundaries that they're thinking like, is it really worth it if I go to her or he? Then it will release you of a lot of stress. That's why it's important that you prevent people from manipulating you, which in today's world, today's society, becomes more and more and more important. Now the second thing is it increases your influence and power. People are drawn to mystery, especially when it comes to dating, if it is men, women, women, men, men. Most of the times I see is that a man is very unpredictable, talks less, the woman becomes more interested. It's the same for the opposite, actually. But if you cannot fully figure out a person, what he's going to do, even after 10 years of dating, it can still happen. Then it becomes so much more. But what is happening is that people are watching you more. So if you have a group of people, so this is a person, this is a person, this is a person, this is a person. So with 4 people, then we'll take you, for example. You're the one who is unpredictable. And then what's happening is that people start to focus on you. Or if you have a big impression, like bodybuilders, they walk up like this, even though I'm quite lean, I'm athletic. No, it's not that I'm jacked or ripped. No, I'm just lean and athletic. So, do not judge me for my drawings. But what happens is that you're the one who's unpredictable. They don't know much about you. All the attention comes naturally towards you. And you see what happens with them. The attention goes that way. It goes away from them. And it's the same we do with a bold impression. Attention comes naturally towards you. Or a bold statement. A bold joke. The more people do not see it coming, the more attention it gets. It's the same with if a celebrity has done something wrong, they may face prison time, then the media goes all in it because they do not see it coming. It's an unpredictable move, after all. But as for my example, is you need to be the unpredictable one, but then you also need to be unavailable more. Why? If you're unavailable, and I've said it countless of times, if there's a party, you do not want to be that, oh, I'll invite them because then I have someone at my party. If that is you, man, your life just sucks. So then you want to be less available, even though you can. Just say sometimes, no, I do not want to. Once every month, we have here a night that is the game called Hitzer, which is a really fun night. But I had something, yeah, I can go, but I need to wake up in the morning, so I just said, no, I need to wake up. I'm not really enjoying it now. And the next time I come, I was being greeted like I haven't been there for 100 years. So that's why you want to cut back your availability. And I do not mean by not answering someone or staying far behind. Just gradually, even if it's approaching a girl, do not be the one that goes all in and then just holds back. It's weird. It's very weird. Of course, it will go in their minds. Then you need to build it up. So if you go all out the first time, then just gradually, then it's a good thing. But if it goes from this to this, no man. Now, the third thing, so is my personal favorite, it makes you harder to compete with. As said, if they do not know what they can expect, what your next move is going to be, they do not know what the output is going to be. So then, especially in business, social dynamics, power struggles, it makes you easier to beat. As I said, they know the next 4 moves of you probably, and they just plan out, make a plan, counter you, and then you're off the books. So Your competitors, rivals, enemies will struggle to know which plan they need to do to come to you. But if they do not have anything to stand on, anything that says you're going to do that, what do they have? Nothing. If you suddenly go like a business, I'll drop my prices by 50%, and they don't see it coming, and all the customers come towards you, what are they going to do? Match that? Just a bold statement, match it? Or are they going like, fuck man, how are we going to do this without losing all of the customers? So, but it's the same to do with buying a car. And it comes from an example. Let's say you're looking at an Audi A3. And you're thinking like, yeah, it's a good car, but I don't know, maybe I'll think of another one. And just show you're becoming less interested. What is the person going to do? Especially a little tip at the end of the month when they need to reach the goals. Man, I think I go to another one. If it is 5 days into the month, you're going like, yeah, we have still 25, 26 days to get our target. Dus what does it matter? But then they're going like, fuck, I need to hit my target. He is the one wanting to buy it, and he's walking away. So what they do, say, no. What is the problem? Yeah, man, it's a bit too pricey. I mean, 15K. You know what? Let's do 13.5. And if you're really that guy, 12. Alright, let's do 13. 12,500. 12,750. You've talked 2,000 of the price. Because they need to get that seal. They're dependent on you. So that way, it makes you harder to compete with. And it gives you that upper lift, that's the point of leverage to get something in your favor. And the last thing, it's more to do in a social setting, it prevents boredom and stagnation. If someone knows what you're going to talk about, if someone knows what you've done, there's nothing to talk about. So then it's just very easy. You can make it a big 10-minute thing. I'll keep it very short. It is as easy as that. If they know what you're going to say, if they know what you've done, then there is nothing to talk about really. You can maybe say a little bit of the details, but then it ends, and then you're at that weird point of silence, makes you feel uncomfortable. So what you then need to do is make sure you have experienced something they do not know about. And then it goes like, oh, you've done that? Man, how have you done that? So you go, yeah, I've bought a car. Oh, nice, yeah, you said about buying a car. Man, what cars? Yeah, Audi A3. Oh, nice. What was the price? Yeah, 15, but I've paid 12.75 for it. How have you done? They do not know you've done that. So if it is a big detail of the thing, you can do it. But if it is just a tiny detail, then just leave it out of the way. That comes to the key point, key lesson of this, which is if you want power, be unpredictable. If you want stability, be predictable. But how do you make sure you can use this to your advantage? Well, first of all, do not be too predictable. In dating, in relationships, in business, work setting, you can name it everywhere. Very easy. If you know what you're going to do, then it's just a matter of when they want to come to you. Keep your emotions under control. I had this not long ago, 1 month ago. No, 1.5, maybe. Between that. And I needed to come to my boss. He said, Rick, I've heard that you said a joke about someone's weight, hairline, and that you called him slow. I did not do that. Not a single bit. So I sat there, already holding my laugh back. And when it was done, I waited a few seconds, but it's a very good thing to do. And then I was like, yeah, I'm very sorry, but I did not do that, so I don't know why I'm in here, but I find it more funny this than I'm feeling attacked right now. And he was like, and I have sitting my boss and his assistant. And they were both, their jaws dropped. They did not see it coming. They expected, yeah, sorry, it's my bad. Afterwards, I never heard of it anymore, but they did not see it coming. Especially I've done it in the past, which was a bit of an overreactive thing. But then they expected the same apology, and then it was just 180 degrees around. It was that I was laughing, that I sat there. And it has to do with changing your pattern, changing how you react, changing how you approach someone. If they do not know what to fear, if they know what to expect, they're just this little dot between you and where you want to be. And the last thing, be unavailable sometimes. Sometimes you need to be that one that does not want to be part of everything. Which is the same with you. If you're not invited, do not go. Late invite, do not go. You were never meant to be a part of it. Then we come to the counterpart. And it is more to do with the key lesson. It's what you value at the point. Because being too unpredictable can damage trust in friends. Then you want to be that more predictable person. 9 out of 10 times, if someone does not know what you're up to, they have this fear, anxiety. What is going to strike me? Is it going to hurt me? Someone I love? Something that can impact me later down the line. And if you're looking for loyalty and stability, be more predictable. Of course, you can do this in dating. Have predictable moves that you countless times do. But if you want to be a little bit unpredictable, so if you're not romantic at all, and you set up a romantic, nice date, or you've made the bed with flowers, that is a good thing to do. Then it makes them feel valued. So it's more like, where do we want to use this? If you want to use it purely for power, then you need to create that fear. If you want to use it to boost it, make something get going again, then you need to make sure it gives them a good feeling. So that is everything that I wanted to say. I hope this has brought you something. Maybe it's useful for you. And then I hope to see you in my next video.